If you have a business website and it don't have these 3 things big and bold and up front, I can almost guarantee you it sucks. Today, that's what we're talking about, so stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name is Ty Turner, and if this is your first time on this channel right here, this channel is about turning your passion into profit. If you want to learn how to take better photos of the stars or a time lapse where you got to hook your camera up to a car battery, this is not the channel. But if you want to learn how to monetize that, hey, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about websites and what needs to be on your website. Because if your website is missing these 3 important things, you may want to go ahead and drag it to the trash bin because it's not working for you. These are 3 things you want to make sure you include on your website up front and center. So let's get right into it. The number 1 thing your website needs to have up front, bold, and center, usually on the landing page, whatever loads as soon as people come to your website, is your brand message. This message needs to be short, specific, and direct. It needs to say what you do and what you do well. Period. If they read one group of words on your website, it needs to speak directly to their pain points and the pain points of your ideal client. You need to be able to grab their attention. It needs to be something that is not super long, something that is usually like a paragraph, but the shorter, the better. It is your tagline almost. So it needs to be as short as humanly possible. Number 2 needs to be proof to back up this statement. It can be social proof, it can be demo reel, which shows proof, it can be testimonial proof. But one of the 3, usually a portfolio to support your statement, should be front and center. When they click onto your website, it needs to show 2 out of these 3 things immediately. And that's what people need to digest as soon as they learn about your brand, those 2 things. The 3rd thing your website needs is not just a call to action, but a strong call to action. A let's get started or book now or contact us don't work anymore. You need to engage them in a conversation. Discover how we can help you. That's how strong your call to action needs to be. It needs to be something along the lines of let's pick a date so we can get started on your project. It needs to will them in and engage with them. Something like that is a very strong call to action. And people are just oblivious to the contact us now or book a date. It's boring. It's been used a million times. I'm going to need you content creators to get creative. Now, the 4th thing that I didn't really tell you about or talk about in the beginning, which can help, is after that call to action, because if they're undecided on that call to action, you need to provide more proof. That's when you're going to list all of your images or videos that's in your reel. Your demo reel's up top to get their attention. That's your commercial. We got a course on why you need that, why it's important, and what it should be. However, after you get the strong call to action, you got to give them more proof. This is where you're going to post images or videos that you have completed or done or testimonials from clients. This is where you're going to give them more proof because they're a little undecided if they are still scrolling. They like, what else you got? And guess what? Under that proof, you know what we're going to put? A whole nother call to action. Because now that I've given you more proof, let's get this thing started. So make sure you put an even greater call to action below that. Usually that's all you need on the website. You can go on forever and give people a lot to think about or overload them with information which don't typically help you. But in this case, I would make it short, sweet, and simple, especially if they're looking at your stuff from a cell phone. They don't need 50 images. They need about 10, 12 at the most if you have one niche. If you got 3 of them down, you may want to give 12. But if you got one, Just give them 10 of your best images, 4 of your best videos, and give them testimonials. I got a video talking about why and what and where and how and what needs to be on your testimonial. I'll post a link in the description, but that is what you need to do on your website. So those of you who are like, I don't understand what needs to be on my website, you have something to start to build with. All right, guys, listen, if you got questions, I got answers, post them in the comments. Whatever you do, don't let your monitors cut off in the middle of your video and go blue on you like that. It's all good. We're just going to keep rolling because that's what we do. If you are a member of the YouTube channel, you got a whole lot more content to digest, a few more live Q&As. If not, hit the join now button or sign up for our free courses at FlashFilmAcademy.com. Follow us on the gram and follow us on Facebook, both at Flash Film Academy. And guess what? I'm going to see you guys in the next video.